Greetings, guys. Welcome to the stream. Another day. Today is April 2nd, 2019. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the stream. Chilling out today, talking about classic prep predictions, launch day plans, all types of stuff. So, thank you for joining me. Let's see what we got in the house today. Man, it's a busy day. It's just one of those days, man. I'm playing catch up. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the stream. One day closer to classic indeed. Infer in the house. Perro El Perez. Chicken Basket. What's up, buddy? Hey, Keith. What's up, everybody? Thank you for hanging out with me today. Another day closer. Quick question for you guys, though. We always start off the stream this way. I want to get to know you guys a little bit. You guys know a little bit about me. Where's everybody at? ASL, man. Where's everybody coming from today? Age, sex, location. Let's get the little engagement going. Hey, Car, you still hitting the gym? You know it, man. I got to, man. No choice. That's why I'm drinking this light beer. Got a wedding in a couple months here. About a month and change. I'll be a married man. I got a boss lady. Let's see here. Chili in the house. What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh, we got a donation already. God damn, Shoddy. What's up, dude? Sarmonican, dude. Sarmonican. #1 supporter of the channel. Thank you for everything, Sarmonican. You're the man. I was talking about you last night. I couldn't even believe. Dude, that Twitch thing you did yesterday was insane. That still blows my mind, man. Thank you so much. Will I be able to watch a VOD of this? I don't really usually upload the VODs. It's unlisted, though. You can kind of find it if you kind of finagle it a little bit. You can find it. You crushed this last beer for you, chat. Wow, we got a diverse bunch per usual. Let me know if the music's too loud. It feels a little bit loud. Let me turn it down a little bit, actually. Not that the music is bad, but that Stormwind music, man. A little bit loud, I think. Okay. So yeah, basically what I have planned for today's stream, I like to have a little bit of a plan when we stream. Sometimes people just go into it without any kind of structure at all, but I feel like I'm the type of dude that just rambles on so much. Like, I have such disjointed thoughts that I need some kind of like thing to keep me on some sort of cohesive track. So pretty much today, where's this thing? We're going to talk about classic plans, man, for launch. Well, how are we going to approach launch, guys? What are you guys' plans for launch? I'll talk about my personal plans. I want to talk about popularity. I want to talk about BFA. We're going to talk about BFA. We're going to talk about new expansion, potentially, you know, messing things up a little bit for Classic. I want to talk about launch date predictions. I want to. On that wedding, bro. Oh man, dude, the donos are coming in right now. Perro El Perez, congrats on that wedding, bro. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, Perro El Perez.
Greetings.
Appreciate it. $2 from Justin Caldwell. Hey, Justin, good to see you again, guys. Welcome, guys. Man, the love is real. Another day closer, guys. Keith, BDK's in the house. Infra's in the house. It's all love. It's all love. And a Twitch Prime already, man. Top Gun 0 subscribe with Twitch Prime. Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you for giving my Twitch a shot. I know you have many, many options today. There's a lot of good content creators out there, so I really do appreciate you hanging out with me today. Yeah, so we're going to talk about launch date predictions. We're going to talk about how many servers, what kind of servers, maybe what kind of updates we're going to get. We can talk about what blue posts we're going to get. You guys think we're going to get a blue post on Thursday? You know, if the trend keeps up, man, and Kaivax keeps doing this thing, we'll probably get something. You think it's going to be release date this week? Man, there's so much to talk about. There's so much juicy stuff to talk about. Let me see what you guys think. July 16th? Yeah, man. You think it's July 16th? I think that's a pretty good guess, but we'll talk about it. I also want to talk about sharding. I know that maybe that's an ate-up topic, but there's still some stuff we can talk about with sharding. As I'm planning out my leveling path, I'm thinking about more and more aspects of sharding, so I want to talk about that for a little bit. Also, guild formation. How are we going to build a guild? Do you think what is the best strat to get a guild going on fresh? Is it just are a couple people just going to have to take an L and just run the Stormwind right away, or run the Orgrimmar and set it up? That's another thing. We're going to talk about the guild stuff a little bit. So the guild stuff, we've been cranking on that. We have some really big plans for Classic, guys. It is going to be an era. Now, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, actually, fuck it. I don't care if I sound like a broken record, because I think this is kind of cool thing to say. I think we're going to have more fun this time around in Classic. I know we all have nostalgia, and it's the game of our generation. It's the best game of all time. I mean, it's honestly, you can say that with a completely straight face. It's just the best game of all time. It's an achievement. And yes, we had so much fun back in the day as little kids, but now with this community, look at everybody in the chat, man. It's so much love in here. We're gonna have more fun this time. It's gonna be an era. This could be the best time of my life. I'm going into it, man. You know, I'm young, relatively healthy, or relatively young, relatively healthy. You know, and we get to play Classic again with the boys. I know some of my old friends from my childhood are coming back. People that haven't touched the game since TBC or Wrath, they're coming back to WoW. They never played anything beside that. Like, even my close friends that I played WoW back in high school with, they're coming back. Cargos is US? Yeah, I'm US. Yeah, you better believe it, Steven Prescott. Will you and Melderon be in the same guild or make your own guilds? Well, you better believe we're playing in the same guild. Def Camp and Melderon are my brothers from another mother, man. Like, we linked up almost a year ago now. And, man, I love those guys. Those guys are really good. If for some reason you're not subscribed to them, you should really subscribe to them. They probably make better content than me, to be honest. Can you please upload the VOD for this later? Yeah, sure, man. We can upload the VODs. We're not going to talk about anything too crazy. It's not going to be like a leveling workshop or something like that. But we're just going to chill and talk about Classic, you know. Keep the hype alive, you know. Cracking beers, cracking Coors Light. It's a nice, beautiful day today. I don't know where everybody's coming from, but, man, it feels good outside. It's like 70-something. Mid-70s, but not too hot, no humidity or anything. Gorgeous day. Gorgeous day. Harrison Reed, I'm recognizing a lot of these names too. I love it, man. We're making friends, man. Two Dads in the house. Hey, dude, going hard in the paint. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, another thing that's well, I can't talk about that yet. It's a little bit hush hush. We'll talk about it soon. We'll talk about it soon. Shitty rainy day. Is it still cold for anybody? Where you guys are? Is anybody still, like, you know, in winter conditions? It's freaking April, man. I feel like it should be warming up for everybody, right? I guess if you're down under, Two Dads, you're all in reverse, right? Oh man, dude. Nah, warm here. Rain all year in Scotland. Cool, man. Mid-50s here in NYC. Good shit, man. No, dude, Sarmonican, you didn't do it again, dude. What? Yo, Sarmonican, man. Bro, like I said, I will cut your grass. I will show up with a lawnmower and clip your grass with some pairs of scissors, man. Every time I stream, Sarmonican is dropping fat donos, dude. What is going on right now? There's more digits every time I see it. 10,000 bits, man, dude. Thank you, Sarmonican. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say at this point, Sarmonican. You're a legend, dude. You're keeping a roof over my head. You're keeping the Hot Pockets in my microwave. You're keeping the food in my dog's bowls. Thank you, man. Sarmonican, dude. Holy crap. Holy moly. Sling some sun over to London. I wish I could, man. I wish. You know what was pretty funny? We did that poll the other day, a couple weeks ago. We did a poll on where everybody lives. Like, if you lived in a WoW zone, what WoW zone would most closely reflect where you live right now? And it was funny, man. People who lived in like Florida and in London, they were all saying like Swamp of Sorrows. That cracked me up, man. Cargus is going 100. It is written in the destiny. I don't know. I'm still struggling though, Two Dads. I don't know if you guys are struggling with this. The struggle is real. You identify with one class. It is your beloved class. You have history with the class, but it's not. I don't know, man. Like, Warlock is just OP. Like, I don't know where I was going with that. Warlock is just OP. They're doing a dueling tournament, like North and OG Jeffrey. They're doing a dueling tournament. They banned Warlock, dude. They banned SO Warlock at least. No struggle here. 100% decided on Rogue. I gotta say, Mudkip. Ever since I discovered that the duo leveling with Rogue going ambush spec, I like Rogues a lot more. You guys know that I shit on Rogues, right? I was joking around with Def Camp yesterday too. I've generated so much Rogue hate. God, is that music loud? Seems a little loud, man. It's great music, though. Let me turn it down a little bit, a smidge. So I've generated so much Rogue hate that we were joking around that everywhere I go, I'm going to have like other hunters help me out and just drop a line of flares, dude. I'm just going to only walk on ground that is flared. If it's not flared, I'm not walking on it. I only go from flare to flare. Show dual leveling Rogue footage is godly. It is, right, Connor? You know about that, huh? Yeah, we were testing that. It was fun, guys. The ambush spec, so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. By the way, anyone into duo leveling? Latest and greatest. You kidding me, man? This is the duo leveling home right here. We love duo leveling over here, man. That's what the game's all about. We love duo leveling. You're in the right place, my man, if you're looking for some duo leveling action, man. Got another Twitch Prime sub. Ty LMCN, man. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you, dude. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, Twitch. Alright, we'll be getting into this stuff momentarily. I once rolled a hunter just to destroy rogues. Yes, dude. Everybody has that one class that they kind of like really get triggered by. Go, chat. What do you guys think? What's the class that triggers you the most? It's got to be rogue, right? Does anybody not feel like it's rogue? Getting killed by a rogue, you're, oh man, dude. It just feels so terrible. Like, you're just minding your own business, man. Actually, getting killed by a hunter is pretty bad too, though, and I play hunter. So, yeah, I mean, seeing the hunter's mark symbol over you, and then you just get concussive shot. Oh yeah, that's pretty frustrating too. Hunter rogue has got to be the most triggering to be killed by, I think. Wow, someone Meta Goblin's in here. What's up, dude? I never talked to you before, Meta Goblin. What's up, man? I watched some of your videos. You know that one you put out recently with the class personality quiz, dude? I was thinking about doing something like that. That was really awesome that you did that. That's probably my favorite video of yours. I watched that one. I really like that one, man. You should do more of those. Welcome, though, dude. What was I gonna say, man? Oh yeah. Shoot, man. I feel like I'm like a goldfish. I have a 5-second attention span or something. What day do you predict? Oh yeah, we'll talk about it in a second, man. Oh, what I was gonna say. I remember what I was gonna say. So, what do you think is the most BM? By BM, I mean bad manner. If you guys play like esports or competitive games, you probably know the term BM. What is the most BM thing a player can do to you out in the open world? Someone brought up a good point. It might be mind controlling you off a boat. That could be it. That could be the pinnacle of BM. Let's get some ideas in the chat, man. Yeah, that quiz was awesome, Campion. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I see you've been going hard, man. You've been you know, putting in that work, baby. This shit, dude. Spam sapping. Oh man, dude. I'm gonna be streaming Classic. I feel like I'm gonna get the worst of the worst when it comes to BM. Like, when you make YouTube content, like, you're bound to get some enemies, man. Some people just don't like you, and oh man, that's why I'm only gonna step in areas that are flared. Dying to an undead and then he eats you. Oh, I mean, that's pretty bad, dude. I don't know. There's something about the rogue laugh. I mean, the gnome laugh. If a gnome were to kill you, sap you, blind you, and just fuck with you for like a minute, and then after he kills you, he would like laugh at you and then like teabag you, that's probably it. What classes do you think synergize the best in dual leveling scenario? Guys, I don't think you want me to go off on this. You guys know how much I go off on this dual leveling stuff. I don't know if you want it, man. Right off the bat, the god tier combos, I'll tell you though, there's 4 of them right off the bat. And there might be more, but as of right now, my thinking is that there are 4 dual leveling combos that are at that god tier. Warlock Paladin, you can play it in a variety of different ways. You can play the Paladin as that AoE tank, full reflect build style. You can play it as just a single target, you know, healer for the Warlock, so he can tap really aggressively. Warlock Paladin is the nuts. You get free mounts at 40. Also, Duo Mage, Double Mage is the nuts. It's kind of this unforeseen theoretical potential, though. Duo Mage is the nuts. Shaman Warrior is the nuts. Absolutely Nutter Butters combination. Once you get Win for your totem, it's like you have 3 people in the party. I mean, you just start cleaving everything down. It feels broken. And let me see what the other god tier combination was. I'm blanking. Druid Warlock. Druid Warlock was sick. Balanced Druid Warlock. I'm not memeing. Not a meme. No joke. No joke. Nutter Butters. Yes. When is the game releasing? Yes, we'll do some polls on it. Yeah, I should get into this soon here. I think Rogue is sleeper duo. I have to say, though, guys, one thing that really shocked me and is making me like the Rogue class as a whole, like maybe 20% more, is that Rogues do get powered up in a sense when it comes to dual leveling. If you go that whole ambush spec where you're just, and the talents are just so elegant, man. Like, every talent is like helping you directly and really furthering your win condition in the early levels, especially, guys. If you never tried this, if you go like Rogue Feral Druid, it is insane. The mob gets deleted. Like, you really couldn't type delete faster than killing the mob. It gets global. Rogue comes up to it and ambushes it with there's a fairy fire on it. Nicky Night Night. Nicky motherfucking Night Night for the mob. Yeah, Druid Row combo is actually pretty legit. It starts to fall off a little bit in the later parts of the game. Hashi, the Lockmadon video deserves an Oscar. Amazing work. Yo, thank you, Hashi. Man, that's so nice of you. Yeah, I put up a new video today, guys. I forgot to actually put that in the Discord. There's a Lockmadon video up, maybe after the stream. A lot of people watch those for, like when they go to sleep. Maybe you can check that out. All right, let's get into it, though. Let's get into it. We've had a good amount of people in here, in the house. So, welcome, guys. We're going to talk about Classic WoW launch prep and predictions. Let me talk about my personal plans a little bit. Let me see if it's showing up on the screen on the stream. All right. Let me see here. Payo is hosting with 114 viewers, dude. Dude, wow. Thank you, Payo. I've really never been hosted on Twitch before, man. Thank you so much, Payo. Little Payo, of course, God. Payo, man, I fuck with Payo. I want to do something with Payo. Payo's a really funny guy. He makes me laugh. I love watching him, man. Payo on Twitch. Welcome, guys. Thank you. My name is Cargos. I'm mainly a YouTuber, but I'm trying to get into the whole Twitch thing. Welcome to the channel. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys give me a shot here. And hoping to do something with Payo real soon. So thank you very much, man. I hope you had a really good stream, dude. Alright, so I'm going to talk about my personal plans a little bit when it comes to Classic. So you guys know I love Def Camp, Melderon. Let me even just pull up the names right now. You guys are going to recognize a lot of these names probably. Let me see here. So here's the plan. We're going to do some dedicated content for this stuff because it's a big deal. We're going to do dedicated streams where we just lay out the whole structure of the guild and all this stuff, but this is just the light and polite version of it. So Def Camp, Melderon, there's some people that don't want to announce it yet, so I'm not going to announce them yet, but people you will recognize as well. Navik, Egregious, Less Than Epic, Grace for Days, Platinum WoW, a lot of these content creators that you like and follow on YouTube and stuff. Dokken's going to be on the same server. I think Ferrum Patronus. A lot of people, we're making a guild together. And I think it's going to be an era, guys. I'm so excited for it. I think it's going to be so fun. So we're going to create this guild. We finally, after many weeks of kind of like, you know, spitballing names, we've decided we're not going to win any points for originality, but at the same time, I don't think it's a cringe fiesta. The guild, we're going to have a brother-sister guild called Invictus and Invicta. So Invictus is what we're going to roll out with on launch, and then Invicta is going to have the more intense schedule and kind of a little bit stricter requirements and stuff. I'm going to personally stay on the more casual side of things, though, because I do want to focus on community outreach and keeping the community strong, trying to make that drop off. Like, you know, we're going to get this big influx of players, right? We're going to get a bunch of people from BFA, a bunch of people who haven't played WoW in forever. I want to keep those guys, man. I want to, you know, try and bring the community together as much as possible so they feel like they're having fun. They can fall in love with the game just like, you know, we're already in love with the game. Because as far as I'm concerned, you guys already love the game. You know, you're here before the game even came out. You know, you have it already has a special place in your heart. But I think there's a lot of maybe younger kids and people who haven't played in a long time. So I'm gonna stay on the more casual end. I may raid like, you know, 2-3 times a week, but I still want to keep going with the shows. Good Morning Azeroth. I want to keep going with like the game shows and streams and just staying on a little bit more casual side. Because I don't know if you feel the same as well. Like when you're raiding and it feels like work and you're going super hard, you tend to burn out. And I know that about myself at this point. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let me look in the chat. Ooh, got another Twitch Prime sub. M Redgar Friendly subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, man. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Anyone tried Druid Pally? Yes, Druid Pally. Druid Pally is sick, but you have to play it in a weird way. So Druid Pally dual leveling, the Paladin goes full Prot. I mean, Prot Pally is just the way to level, man. I love Prot Pally. We tried Duo Pally, by the way. Did I talk about that on the stream yesterday? Like I said, I have the 5-second attention span. I'm like a goldfish. I forgot if I did. But Duo Pally is sick as well. But Druid Pally, yeah, improve Thorns, get improved Thorns, give stack reflect damage on the Paladin, just keep him healed up. Also, as the Druid, you can run around in travel form, gather all the mobs up, and then, you know, if you're in trouble or something, the Pally can just 3-minute bop you, and all the threat will go to the Pally, do a big pull, and the pulls take a while to do anyway, so the 3-minute bop, it's almost up all the time. It's really, really good. Live Cargo's Pog, hell yeah, dude, welcome Marshall, G. Mort Draddock, Chris Pratt. Release date range is June to September. Should double priest? Ooh, I never thought about double priest. It could be interesting. I haven't actually experimented with that too much, Bowie. Warrior Mage. People were joking around about Warrior Mage. If you guys have any questions about duo leveling, please ask them. I love it. It's probably the thing I'm most passionate about at this moment. And again, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but the reason why I love duo leveling is that it creates a meta for leveling. The aspect of the game that I love the most. It creates a meta for it. It legitimizes it even further as a legit portion of the game that you can min-max and theory craft and have fun with, and there's a social component to it now with duo leveling. Absolutely love duo leveling. But yeah, Mage Warrior, people were saying that it could be okay. I don't know. I mean, the whole idea that pretty much the Mage can act as a healer by polymorphing the Warrior. Like, you can just duel the Mage, polymorph him. The Mage will polymorph the Warrior, and then he'll heal up to 100%. To me, it's kind of a meme. Some people were dead serious about it, though, so I haven't really tried it too much. Are there any bad duo leveling combos? Honestly, not even really, dude. Like, there's nothing really, like, garbage. You can make it work. I mean, it's all relative, though. There can be really god-tier hyper-efficient ones, but ultimately, there's things you can do in a duo leveling situation that you can't do solo. Bouncing threat back and forth. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot of minor accelerations. Honestly, if duo leveling is the way, especially if you don't know all the quests in the game, if you don't have a complete handle on what you're going for, if you don't have some big premeditated strategy, I would say duo leveling becomes even more appealing because it's going to help you so much. The dual trick seems really good. Yeah. Double Hunter bad. I don't think it's bad, Eon. The thing is, it would be. I think it would be good. There's ways to make it work. We were talking about it yesterday. So like one could go Marks, get True Shot Aura, and then also improved Hunter's Mark, so you get some kind of buff synergy there. You might be able to go complementary pets. One person gets like Carrion Bird, one person goes full damage, gets a Raptor or a Cat, or maybe even get like Furious Howl and a Wolf or something like that. It could work, Double Hunter. My thing is, honestly, it could work. I just think Hunters are built to level, and solo as a Hunter, you really shouldn't run into too many issues. Yeah, we're going Horde. Yep, Daniel, we're going Horde. So it's a brother-sister guild, Invictus Invicta. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of the content creators that you guys follow, we're going to be rolling together. And I'm really excited, guys. I've never played with Def Camp on Melderon. We've never played together on a server. I can't wait to get some Def Camp heals, some Melderon heals, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be an era, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much my personal plans. Gonna stay on the more casual side of things. Now I want to get into something a little bit more substantial. We're gonna talk about popularity. How popular do you guys think Classic WoW is gonna be? Go. What do you guys think? I want some numbers in the millions, boys. Horde, yikes. Oh man, we got an Alliance player in the chat. Nah, Alliance is legit. I do want to have low-key. I want a Paladin alt, dude. I want to make a Paladin alt. I freaking love Paladins. 4 mil subs. That's what I'm talking about, man. I hope we're in the mills. I do. 46 million active players. You guys realize that? Like, I don't know. What do you think right now we have across private servers and the kind of niche community we have right now? We probably have like maybe, I don't know, 150,000, 250,000, something like that. I think it's pretty small right now. But I'm really, like, it's going to be surreal, man, when this thing just explodes into millions. I don't know. It's going to be very, very crazy. I don't know. I'm a little scared. Part of me is a little scared. The question is, do you think it's going to be bigger than BFA? I'm trying to be realistic here, man. I'm trying to be realistic. But I do think it's going to be bigger than BFA. At least for a little bit. Now, that drop-off, I'm a little scared by that drop-off as well. So I found these charts on here. I'm not a very quantitative person, man, but subscriber count in millions on the y-axis seems easy enough. Subscriber estimate over time, all the way from January 2004. The game didn't even come out in January 2004, did it? Didn't it come out later in 2004? Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, like November, yeah. Okay. All the way to December 2018, so a few months ago. So, according to this sophisticated data, subscribers peaked in Wrath, midway between Wrath and Kata. It has this little outlier here, just this little peak up here. And Kata was still going kind of strong, I have to say. I'm actually a little surprised that Kata was going strong. I started to really fall out of love come Kata. I mean, I still bought them all, man. I feel like some of you might be in the same boat. You still bought them and played them. You know, you still support Blizzard, but I don't know, man. Like, it was just different. It was a different beast at that point. Then Mop, Wad. Look how weird Wad is. Wad is Wad is all over the place. What does this mean? Does anybody know about like data and stuff? What does this whole Wad area mean? Why are these dots all over the place? Cargo's Dwarf, Priest, and Human Warlock. Their buffs help each other out, and they have 0 downtime plus Fear Ward. What are your thoughts? It'd be great, dude. Warlock Priest is sick. Warlock Priest is sick. All I would say is I thought Warlock Priest was gonna be like god tier. That's what I thought, because I look at all the talents, shadow talents, deep in the shadow tree for Priest, and I see like Vampiric Embrace, and I see Shadow Weaving, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, dude, the damage synergy is on point. You're like these two little spooky boys. You're going around the world. Like, you have dots. Like, you share the same win condition. It was a little bit disappointing, but with that said, it's still very much a tier 1 or tier 2 combination. The thing is that Shadow Weaving, you don't get that much value from it because you're saving Mind Blast to get Spirit tap at the end of the kill, so you don't really have too many ways to apply shadow damage. You're not really getting that much value from Shadow Weaving unless it's like an elite or something. And then you're not really using Shadow Form either because you want access to Renew, and it's kind of mana inefficient. So, I don't know. Feels a little weird. WoD. Okay, so you guys understand this stuff, right? Good, good. Oh, we got another Twitch Prime sub. We got 2 Twitch Prime subs. 3 Twitch Prime subs. 4 Twitch Prime subs. Whoa, dude. Elucidate. Da Boy. Roach Dick. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for giving the stream a shot, guys. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. It should work automatically in Discord. You should get the rank already. But there's a high possibility that I messed the Discord up. So if you don't have the Twitch rank in the Discord, let me know, man. Alright, so what does this whole mean about WoD? WoD peaked at launch but dropped real quick. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I do remember, if you guys remember back when WoD, there was a bunch of positive news articles that came out. It seems like it's like that way with different expansions. The expansion comes out, and there's a bunch of hype. There's a bunch of like articles coming out saying like, the ship is turning around, boys. Like, WoW's coming back. And then, massive drop-off. I hope we don't get that with Classic. I mean, I don't believe we're going to get that with Classic. I think Classic is going to be a massive success. I'm really, really excited. Look at BFA, though. I'm a little excited with Legion. Are you noticing this, though? With WoD, Legion, and BFA, these dots are all over the place, man. It's like freaking chicken pox. Like, everything else is a little bit more condensed and streamlined. It was just this nice, clean, kind of linear growth a little bit. And then WoD, Legion, and BFA is like a clown fiesta. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen. I think we're at least talking a couple million, though. And if we are talking about a couple million, is Blizzard underestimating it? I do, like I said in my past videos, I do think they're underestimating it. It seemed like they were only going to roll out with like 40 servers or something like that. Like 40 servers, dude. How much can 40 servers support? Let's say there's 3K pop times 40. 120K people, dude. There's going to be more than 120K people. If you have 2 million people, which I think is a low estimate, to be honest, divided by 3,000, that's 666 servers. Am I smoking the good stuff? What is going on? Is that true? That's a lot of servers. 2 million divided by 3,000. Yeah, man. 666 servers. Is that true? That's crazy. Blizzard is definitely underestimating it. Yeah, I do think so, man. And I do think, like, the quality of our community, the quality of our content is disproportionately high, because there is a disproportionately high level of love and passion for this game compared to other games. This isn't just another random IP. This is World of Warcraft vanilla, dude. This is the original. This is the game of our generation. We're bringing it back, man. One thing, yeah. One thing, that's a good point. ALML raises a good point. Do you guys think that Blizzard is going to lump up the BFA subs with the Classic WoW subs and package them for like shareholders into one like really nice metric? World of Warcraft numbers are skyrocketing, guys. We're turning it around. I hope that they break it out. And maybe there's a way that we could figure out how many people are on Classic WoW compared to BFA. You know what I mean, though? Does that make sense? Like, you would take the Classic numbers and combine them with the BFA numbers to create like a really high amount of subs, but I don't know. I don't think they should do that. I think they should separate them. Oh yeah, the other thing is, though, people are saying there's going to be a new expansion. People are saying that there's already a new expansion in the works right now, that they've been working on that. Do you think that's going to mess up Classic at all? What do you guys think about a new expansion? Because how long has BFA been out? What is it? Every couple of years they come out with a new expansion, right? For investors, yeah, they will. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, part of me doesn't blame them. You know, they're not really actually being dishonest at that point. They're just combining the two the two IPs, but I guess it's for selfish reasons. I want to see how many people are playing Classic WoW. I hope there's a way to figure it out. New expansion for Classic would be cool. Okay, this is going to be a little bit... This might be an unpopular opinion, guys. But about a week ago, I polled everybody in the chat, and I asked them, would you want TBC, the Burning Crusade, or would you want horizontal content? What do I mean by horizontal content? You guys know? Horizontal content is like taking the Classic WoW environment and making a new expansion for it. Either way, I don't think either of those two should happen for multiple years, because we've been fighting this fight for years and years now, and we're finally going to get it. That let's just enjoy the water, man. Let's just dip it, take a dip. The water's fine. Let's roll out with Classic. Like, no need to even think about this stuff for a little bit. But let's say it's 2021. Let's say it's 2021 right now. We've had 3 years of Classic, 2 years of Classic, 2022, whatever. Would you guys want TBC, or do you guys want horizontal content? I think I personally would want TBC, because I almost wouldn't want to explore horizontal content until they did Classic WoW, TBC, and then Lich King, and they did the trilogy. That's so selfish, though, because I feel like those are the best games. Some people might want Kata. Do people want Kata? Is that a thing? People love Kata? Is anybody like in love with Kata like we love vanilla? Maybe a few people. Maybe some people like the PvP. Kata had apparently like some of the best PvP. So TBC ruined the game. Damn, that's. You guys want to do a straw poll? Can I fulfill my meme legacy and do another straw poll? I do too many straw polls apparently. Let's do another straw poll. I want to see where you guys are at today. Okay, so the year. The year is 2022. We had an amazing ride with Classic. We've had an amazing ride with Classic. They've launched multiple iterations of fresh servers, dude. Like, you have full BIS. Do you want horizontal content or TBC? I'm putting a straw poll in the chat right now. Guys, think carefully about this. Blizzard's listening now a little bit more than they have in the past, right? So we gotta be a little bit careful, man. I'm glad they're listening, though. I do think we're gonna get another Blue Plus on Thursday. Well, man, there's so much to talk about. I want to see what you guys think we're gonna get on Thursday. I love it. I feel like we are gonna get an update every week. Straw poll in the chat. Vote, vote, vote. Don't type it, man. Just vote. It takes 2 seconds. All right, I'm gonna vote for TBC, but let's see where everyone's at. Ooh, it's close. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's real close. I did not know that many people were into horizontal content. I didn't know, man. I thought the whole no changes like crowd would be up in arms with that, but people do want the horizontal content. That's one thing I'm learning. Man, it may be a little bit selfish though, but one of the reasons why I'm so excited about Classic WoW now, guys, is that once you get all the best gear and you go through all the raid tiers with your boys and you do it and you create all these different characters, in a sense you've kind of beaten the game, and it kind of creates like a new environment that we've never seen in WoW before, where like the gear you get sticks. You know what I mean? There's not going to be another expansion that's going to invalidate it, and a part of me likes that. I don't know. That's kind of selfish, but a part of me likes that. And if they were to do horizontal content, the gear would be like outdated again, right? I'm assuming if they put another raid tier out. I don't know. It's so close though, man. 59 to 41%. Lots of votes in the chat though. People really seems like TBC does have an edge. But I am a little surprised that by horizontal I'm saying that, let's say it's 2022 and they come out with World of Warcraft Classic Karazhan. Oh man, dude, did I just change my mind? No, I can't change my mind like that. What if they had World of Warcraft Classic Karazhan, dude? Like Shadows of Karazhan or something like that. It does seem like they're setting up for Karazhan. Karazhan is the next expansion, the next raid tier, right? They already have the portal there. You look up, there's a Flight Master in the tower. What if we had Karazhan and Vanilla, dude? Would that be crazy? Vanilla Karazhan? Oh, dude, am I trolling right now? Yeah, fuck it, dude. The thing that kind of messes it up, though, you guys have to realize, is that we're not dealing with old school Blizzard. We're dealing with the new Blizz, man. I don't know if they could pull that off, dude. It might end up looking like League of Legends, man. If they did horizontal content, it may end up looking like BFA cinematics and stuff, and that would be DOA, man. I don't know. I think that's the thing that really that's kind of the buzzkill, man. Like, you think about how cool that would be, and then you're like, dude, it's not the old school Blizz anymore. It's the new era. Acti Blizz, yeah, that's the new name, right? That's the new name, man. Grimbatol told. Oh, dude, Grimbatol and Classic, man. Oh, you got me hyped, man. I'll just save that for my dreams. One day they'll probably release WoW 2. I've said this for a while now. Guys, if I ever become an out-of-touch baller in my lifetime, I will donate all my money to try and have, like, WoW 2 made someday. You know, just recreate. Like, they already have this amazing world, this IP that's already built out, fleshed out, all these amazing, beautiful zones. So you wouldn't have to worry about reconstructing some new IP. You would just take this amazing world and rebuild it, you know, and basically, you know, it would be new mechanics, so it'd be a different game. Like, maybe there wouldn't be global cooldowns, maybe there wouldn't be 5-second rule, there wouldn't be stuff like that, but eventually being able to recreate this original world we all fell in love with, but in a new form, and maybe they just release it as World of Warcraft, maybe in like 2030 or something like that, that would be sick. I would want that someday. Because then you know, you could play it with your kids, you could play it with the next generation. I think that would be sweet. Anyway, so yeah, popularity predictions, man. So we're gonna see it. I think right out the gate. It's going to be on the front page of Twitch. I think a lot of the big streamers, like the Asmongold, all these people are confirmed playing it, right? Is it true that Summit's going to play it? Somebody was saying Summit's going to play it, and that dude gets some numbers. That dude gets some serious numbers, like 30K numbers. You know, if all those big streamers are playing it for a little while at least, it's going to be up there. But I do feel like if we are a strong community, it will make it more successful, right? Like, if we are a really strong community that supports each other, we're good WoW ambassadors, as, you know, Big Brother Melderon would say. If we are like that, then we'll see less of a drop-off, because people will get maybe less frustrated. They will get, they'll have more friendship, so they want to play the game longer. So I think the success is kind of in our hands a little bit. That's one thing that's kind of cool. I said this before. As long as Blizzard keeps the lights on, and they don't do anything crazy like put a flying pig mount in the game. They actually did that in retail. There's a flying pig mount in the game. On God, there she is, a flying pig mount in the game. As long as they don't do that, we should be alright. So will Cloaksy. I don't know who that is, but hey, Carl Bishop. Carl goes, what the fuck is up, bro? Hey, man, what's up? What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out. Chris in the house. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. All the fams here. Yeah, so, yeah, I think the success is in our hands, and that's kind of comforting. I just hope Blizzard has the common sense to not do anything crazy, man, like LFR or something like that. Other than that, I think we're going to be good. And that is great news, guys. Like, with the new community manager, I got a great feeling about this new community manager. I want to, like, meet him. Like, Kyvax, man, like, hit me up, dude. Like, I want to talk to this guy. This guy's been on point, talking, like, just really, like, precise, to the point stuff that everybody's wondering about, providing clarity every week. Like, I'm excited. I just wake up, like, on Thursday thinking there's going to be a new blue post, and there was. Like, you know, there's an expectation, and then that expectation is reality. It's really refreshing. I don't know. So, I don't know. Let's move on to, where is it? Release date. Where did I put that? Anyway, we don't even need to go to the right. Yeah, launch date predictions. Okay, do you guys think we're getting a release date on Thursday? Release date on Thursday? Maybe? People have been joking about it. I've been seeing people on Twitter talking about it. Like, we're gonna get a release date or a beta. Do you think this is the week where we get some Omega juicy news? Where we get the fat release date? No WoW token? Yeah, dude, I hope there's no WoW token for Classic. I hope there's no... You don't think so? No chance? Okay, we've been let down so many times, and a lot of people are like, nah, man, like, we're more pessimistic. You know, we're like cup half empty, because we're so used to, you know, you think you do, but you don't, you know, instead of just always getting you know, what we hope to get. I don't know. I kind of have, like, my spidey senses are tingling a little bit. I hope that we get it, man. I think there's, like, maybe... I think there's a 50% chance that we get something juicy this week. Because we're getting close, guys. It's April 2nd. We're a few months out, man. If they want a beta at all, they're going to have to announce it very soon, man. Very soon, because time is ticking. And if they launch without a beta, I think that could be bad for them, because if there's no beta, the last version of Classic that we played was on the demo. And that demo was scuffed, right? It was still fun. We had a lot of fun. We did cool stuff. But the last version of Classic God that we saw put out by Blizzard, there were shamans with two-handed maces running around at level, you know, 19 or whatever. So I think that without a beta, they need to, like, put out some gameplay footage or something so that we can see it. Because I don't know. What do you guys think about that, though? sharding talks before release date. We could get that though. We could get that slow drip, James. They probably will. Maybe they'll put out a couple more weeks. They'll talk about sharding. What else do we want to talk about though? What else is like outstanding items that we want to know about? Loot trading, they already talked about. That's really good. That they already talked about loot trading. RP PvP. Some people were up in arms about that. I don't think Blizzard's too hardcore about not having RP PvP. I just think they thought it was too much of a niche. So I mean, what does that cost them to put a couple RP PvP servers up? I think they would do it. I don't think it's a big deal. What is RCR? Oh yeah, right-click report. That's right. Yeah, a lot of people like really care about right-click report. Oh, I got a new Twitch Prime sub, man. Who did it? Who did it? Genemy, subscribed at tier 1. Thank you so very much, man. Welcome to the channel, Genemy. Stay a while. The water is fine. You are amongst friends, my man. Thank you very much. Possible release date? Yeah, man. My spidey senses are tingling. I think we have like a 50% chance of getting something. Either a beta or release date. Yo, that's crazy to even think about. In 2 days, we'll have a date. Because another thing I was thinking about, guys, for the past couple of weeks is that when are we going to get to the time where it starts hurting them to not have a release date? Because people have to make preparations, man. Like, Classic WoW isn't just another free-to-play mobile game that you can just carve out 5 minutes for. Classic WoW is like a lifestyle, man. I mean, even if you are playing on the more casual end, this shit takes time. Like, you can't just... You gotta carve out some hours. Like, when are we going to get to the stage where not having a release date is going to start harming the potential amount of people playing the game and stuff? I think we're coming up to it kind of soon, because imagine they announce it and they're like, alright guys, we're releasing Classic WoW in like 1 month. A lot of people would be like, dude, I don't have enough vacation days. Like, what, you know... Hopefully no beta. Oh, interesting. Chris Pratt. Hey, Chris, dude, thanks for being in all the streams, man. I see you all the time in here, man. Hopefully no beta will hurt the hype of Classic launch. What do you mean by that? How would that hurt the hype? You think it would hurt the hype? How would that hurt the hype? You're saying that... Okay, so one extreme example of that, thinking about it now. You guys remember Hero of the Storms? Is that even what it was called? Heroes of the Storm, sorry. Yeah, Heroes of the Storm. They were in beta for a long time. And I played it. I went in, I bought the Founder package, I think it was called. You got all the heroes. But it was in beta for like a really long time, to the point that when the game actually came out, like nobody cared, because it was like the same thing. I don't think it'll be that extreme with Classic WoW, but I hear you. Is that what you're kind of going for, Chris? Like, the fact that the hype will be... all that hype will be used on like, you know... won't be focused on one point, and it'll be kind of spread out, maybe? Phoenix stands alpha. Love what you're doing and everything you stand for. The strength of our community will carry Classic. Damn straight, Phoenix, dude. You're the man, dude. I couldn't have said it better myself. Hell yeah. We can make Classic successful, guys. I think it would just be funny, too. Like, not to get too, you know, profound or spiritual with this shit, but it would be funny if we could make Classic WoW, like, bigger than regular WoW, you know? Send a message to the games industry. Like, dude, there's still a lot of people out here. The older gamers, we got some stripes. Like, we really love this old type of game. Like, and, I don't know. I would love to see it succeed like that. It's going to be an era, guys. I think we're going to have more fun this time around, I think. Even though we know more about the game, it's just going to be different. It won't be the original vanilla. You know, just too much has changed in the world with the internet and all the tools and add-ons. But either way, it's just going to be really fun. Like, even if it is a little bit different. Bigger than Fork Knife? Nah, dude, I wish. What if that happened, though? You think it's possible? No way, right? Don't they have, like, billions of players or something? Beta tests are almost every time not long enough to test the content properly. Yeah, but... Well, so, I mean, for sure... There's a friends and family alpha or something going on right now, right? For sure. Like, there's no way. They obviously have people testing it right now. Probably a couple thousand people. I would imagine. They just don't have a public beta. Kind of jelly of those people, though. Learning... Dude, where are those people? Those people definitely exist, man. How come there hasn't been any of those people speaking up saying, like, alright, guys... I know how the talents work in Classic. I'm playing the alpha. Like, there's been no leak or nothing like that. That's crazy. They probably know so much. Like, there's so much stuff I want to test on when Classic comes out. Like, just even the drop rates of stuff, respawn times, like how nodes work. Like, if there's going to be sharding, is everybody going to have their own set of like veins and herbs and all that? Like, there's so much to talk about. But I don't know. There's definitely some sort of alpha going on and nobody's talking about it. Have you thought about dual leveling from a PvP perspective? Oh, dude, hell yeah. PvP? If you're in the Zerg, dual leveling gives you even more of an advantage, my man. Like, there's an opportunity cost you can't even quantify, because if you see
course on me, bro. Keep the hype alive.
Yo, thank you, buying me Coors Light. Xads with the 20 sec, dude. I don't know what that is, man, but thank you for the 20 sec. Appreciate it. Yeah, this next one right here is for you, sec. For you, man, with the 20 secs. Xads. Yeah, I think duo leveling, if you're in the Zerg, provides even more benefit, because you can't quantify the value of not being, engaged in PvP. If you're rolling, okay, so you're a rogue, right? You're an undead rogue. You rolled this class to fuck with people in World PvP. You're so excited to fuck with people in PvP. You're just like itching to do it. But you see a paladin and a warlock out together. There is no chance in hell you're going to engage them. Like, it would be a decisive victory. Like, you would get absolutely rolled. Paladin, warlock, or something like that rolling around. You can't quantify that value, but you're definitely saving some time in that respect. $2, 2 beers. Hell yeah, dude. Coors Light. Taste of the Rocky Mountains. That'd be so funny. Someone was telling me the other day, like, what if you got sponsored by Coors Light? That'd be so funny, dude. Classic WoW Coors Light sponsorship. You're the freaking pulse of classic, dude. $5 donation from Campion, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you, my man, dude. And another donation, too. Who did it? Cybot Hero, 10 bucks. Not having tokens could bring gold farmers back. I think not allowing people to buy gold with money is a good thing, but allowing people to only use in-game gold to buy time would be nice. What does that mean? Let me think.
Not having tokens could bring gold farmers back. I think not allowing people to buy gold with money is a good thing, but allowing PPL to only use in-game gold to buy time would be nice.
Is that basically WoW token? I mean, there's gonna be gold farmers, right? There's always been gold farmers since the beginning of WoW.
Frickin' pulse of classic.
Thank you, guys. Yo, thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, so you're saying that you would actually want WoW tokens? Yeah, I'll try and open my mind up a little bit. I don't know. I mean, so one inevitable thing is there's gonna be gold farmers. There's always freaking gold farmers in Classic. Like, I mean, in WoW in general, always have been, always will be. They're just gonna find some scamaz way to exist. So I don't know. Does a token make them not exist anymore? I don't know. I'll keep thinking about it, man. I'll keep thinking about it. No tokens. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people get really upset by tokens. I wouldn't want tokens kind of for selfish reasons again. Like, I just wouldn't want it to mess up the economy, you know? I wouldn't want it to mess up the economy. I don't know. Tokens killed farmers hard. No WoW tokens. Yeah, I don't know. It would just give a little more of that, like, BFA flavor to it a little bit. Like, oh man, it would be really feels bad, man, if you could, like, get gold in BFA or something and then use it for classic WoW time. No cash shop, no tokens. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully no cash shop, no tokens, man. Do you guys want server transfer? What do you guys think about server transfer? I personally wouldn't want server transfer. I think it existed like at the end of Classic or something. I kind of like vaguely remember people transferring servers somehow. But I don't know, man. I wouldn't want cross-realm BGs or server transfer. I kind of really do like, and I'm a little bit passionate about this. I like being able to recognize people in BGs, man. So you kind of have beef with people. You know, like you always know this one guy. He's always trying to pull your card. You know, whenever you have, especially with like Warsong and AB. And AV, it's not as big of a deal because there's just so many people. But I kind of like in Warsong and AB, you know the other team. You kind of have like a reputation, and you know the other team and the other team's reputation. What do you guys think about that? You want server transfer? They had server in Classic. I think they only had it at the end though, or something. Only realm merges when they die on. Yeah, that's the solution I was saying. 80 ad fad. So what I would want is I would want the smaller population, the better, because when I go through the world, I want to be able to have it be memorable if I see someone, even if they're of my faction, even if they're the other faction. I want that to stick out. And if you just have people all around you all the time, and you're just competing viciously for all the different quest items, one, it kind of ruins the immersiveness of the world. Two, you kind of don't want to group as much because there's such a plethora of people around that you can just find a turnkey group whenever you want. So you have to be nicer to people, because some quests you can't do solo. You know, as a hunter you probably can, but if you're another class, like, you'd want to group up, and you have to be nicer to people, and you're just gonna create more friendships. And I just think it'll be better if it's lower pop. I kind of want like 2500 pop server. I think they're saying the world is designed for like 3K or something, but I like 2500 pop. And then if they get, people are asking like, what happens if the server gets dead, because you know, it's kind of a matter of time and people will fall off, then you would merge the servers. Now, that would cause some issues, though, thinking about it now. Merging the servers. What do you guys think about merging the servers? Maybe there's something I haven't thought about here. I mean, you're getting a whole influx of randos to your server. Imagine you're in the server that gets merged with, and then you don't know any of these people, and a bunch of people coming in. It's a sticky situation. I actually am a little... I don't know. There's more to unpack about it. Hey, Lester, what's up, man? Hey, good to see you in here, Lester. When are we doing that Paladin guide, man? Let's do it. Merging should be a last resort. Yeah, I'd still want them to merge servers, though. I think it'd be nice to see a low-pop server, especially with these private servers, guys. We're so used to these crazy amounts of people on them and stuff. Like, it'd be so nice to see it like a server with an actual dead time at night, where like there's less people on, and it actually has, you know, a peak time and a low peak time. Remember to like the stream. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. Yeah, dude, I appreciate that. If you guys could like the stream, that would be definitely really legit. It definitely helps if you like the stream. Thank you, man, for saying that. Yeah, so July 16th is the big meme of the day. It's like one of the top posts on the Classic WoW Reddit. There's that whole thing with the gnomes and the first Ragnaros kill and all this. That's as good as a guess as any. I don't know if there's been any like revelations recently discussing the launch date, but I'm hoping it's going to be in mid-July. I just hope it doesn't come out earlier than that, because I'm getting married soon, man. Then I got a honeymoon after that for a few days, like 5-6 days. Man, if there's some like beta gets launched while I'm on my honeymoon, dude, I'm not gonna be able to sleep, man. I think they should make groups of realms that would merge together, like Illidan 1 through 4. Yeah, yeah, I don't know too much about that, but like the whole battle groups thing, I don't know. I just wanna, I would want to keep it. That's my #1 thing. So if you watch that video, if anyone has watched the channel for a long time, you saw my original video on the top 5 reasons to play Classic. My personal #1 reason to play Classic is the fixed communities. I love the fixed communities. How you can make a reputation, how you can like just create a name for yourself.
Honestly, I can't wait until Classic. I hope it can help to rebluster the old school community.
Hell yeah, Star Squid. Thank you for the 5, man. Honestly, I can't wait for the Classic. Yeah, I think so too. It'll be different, you know. We are older, you know. A lot of us have kids and like husbands and wives, and you know, it won't be exactly the same, but I think that's okay, man. I do think we'll have more fun this time, you know? Because when you get a little bit older, you kind of mellow out in some respects, you know? Like, when you're, like, a little teenager and you have all the teenage angst, like...
Love the Classic content, man.
Oh,
Thanks
man, another
for
one?
doing it.
€2, thank you. Yo, Matt Cunnelly, love the Classic content, man. Yo, appreciate it, man. Thank you for the 2. Yeah, but, you know, when you're young, you know, you view the world in a different way. Honestly, when I think back to my teenage years, it's like a different reality, even though it wasn't that long ago. You know, you definitely learn and change a lot. So I think, you know, a lot of us are matured now, and we can almost have a different perspective on life and gaming and all this. I think we'll be able to cherish it a little more and have even a stronger community. So I'm really excited for it. I'll release on wedding day confirmed, dude. That's my freaking nightmare. Oh God, if it's May 19th, I'm gonna rip, dude. Okay, let's move on. So how many servers? This is one thing I was thinking about. So am I missing something here, guys? Or is this how it was back in the day? If there are 2 million people playing the game, let's say on launch, I don't think that's unrealistic. 2 mil? Come on, man. It's got to be at least 2 mil. Let's say there is 2 mil, and we're at 3K. We're at 3K. No, that's 25 mil. I'm not good at math. Okay. So let's say it's 2 mil. And then divided by 3K. That's 666.66 servers. They're gonna need that many servers, right? That's one thing. Like Blizzard, like I mean, that I hope that's not flying over anyone at Blizzard's head. Like there will be that many people playing at least 2 mil, dude. Man, like I hope that they don't have a terrible launch. If they have a terrible launch and it's like a Diablo level launch, even though the game is so good, we could lose a lot of players there, man. I hope that they're being sensitive to the launch of it. 2 mil at launch, maybe 500K. Not total players. Oh, okay. No, you're right. Daniel Ellis said something. So 3K is wrong, dude. That's the server cap. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean, is there any chance that Classic WoW has like 10 mil? What if is that possible? What if it's just some crazy amount? Is that even... What is the likelihood that it's 10 mil on launch? No, there's no way, right? Is that higher than... Let me go back to the other slide. Is that higher than it's ever been for WoW? What was the peak of WoW? Peak of WoW was... It looks like peak of WoW was like 13 mil. Yeah, it looks about 13 mil. In between Wrath and Kata. to say 10 mil. What I'm thinking about, though, is there's a lot of people that probably were done with the game. They played and they just fell off and had no interest, that they're just like sleeper cells. I'm curious to see how many sleeper cells there are, because I personally know a lot of people that are coming back to the game and they haven't played legit since TBC or Wrath, and they had no interest in the game and they're coming back for Classic. I don't know. I think it's possible. It will be 1 mil, guys. Don't ever estimate. 1 mil is huge. Yeah, even 1 mil would be sick for sure, Doom. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. I can't wait, though. My boys that I played back in high school with, shout out to Jose. They're going to be my groomsmen at my wedding. We're all playing Classic WoW again. I really can't wait, guys. You gotta, it's the rallying cry of the Dragon Slayer, guys. You have to call up your old friends. Hit them up. Doesn't matter if they're working at a bank, barber shop, you know, they're doing their teacher. It doesn't matter whether you call them up, man. Be like, Classic WoW's coming, man. You're my friend. We played back in the day. Let's go on one last adventure, man. Let's do it. And I think that'd be great. That would be very meaningful to me if I was able to just run even the low-level dungeons with my boys as a 5-man. That's something special, guys. Who in the chat is anybody in the chat? I'm sure some of you got to run a dungeon with everyone you knew in the dungeon was someone you knew in real life, like your friends that you could go out to have a beer with or have food with. I got to experience that for a little bit, mainly during Wrath, and that's why I had the most fun during Wrath, even though it's not my favorite expansion. I like Classic the best, right? But I had the most fun during Wrath because all my friends were playing. We were doing dungeons together, getting frost badges together. I was tanking, which is really cool. Yeah, it is really the best. Honestly, doing dungeons with people you know, like as a 5-man squad, that's probably the most fun you can have in this game, man. Best gaming experience ever. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When I soloed with WC at 60 and you got revenge on all those Druids of the Fang after all the wipes. I lost all my RL friends after I ninja looted. Did you make friends on your WoW account? Yeah, I've made a lot of friends on my WoW account. Actually, some of the people coming to my wedding in a couple months here are people that I met over the past couple months that I've gotten close with, guys. I don't know. It's not rocket science. I mean, the friendships that stick around are the friendships that have a common interest. And if that common interest is just going out and partying or doing whatever, that can still, you know, you can still be friends with those people, but it more often than not, those you kind of grow apart from people that you just meet partying or whatever. When you have a common interest, whether it's playing soccer or tennis, I have lots of tennis friends. Tennis has always been my main sport. Or, you know, like golf or basketball or whatever. If you have that common, like, game, I think there's something special about games, actually. It could be a sport, it could be a video game, that those friendships, they give you a really good platform to stand on to keep that friendship alive, you know. So I made lots of friends through WoW, for sure. I have friends that I met almost 10 years ago on welfare I've never met in real life and I talk to on almost a weekly basis. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hell yeah. That's the cool thing. Like, if someone likes WoW, you immediately know there's a lot in common with you. So if you just went out right now and you saw one person on the street and you just had a normal conversation, you had no idea, you're at the post office, right? You know, you step on someone's shoe and they're like, and you say like, oh, sorry, I stepped on your shoe, and for some reason you start talking about Classic WoW, like, you know, you're so in common with them. They like fantasy, they like the whole idea of goblins and elves and dwarves and gnomes. Like, it takes a certain type of person, like, that still has their childlike sense of wonder, IMO, to like that stuff and to openly like that stuff. So it's almost like a vetting mechanism to a certain extent. If someone likes Classic, you know they're kind of into the same nerdy stuff you're into. And I'd probably buy each and every one of you guys a beer, man. Like, real talk. Like, the trolling from Classic haters would be insane the first few weeks and months. That's a good point, Laser Eye. I don't know. Does anybody still play BFA in here? I assume probably some of you do. Is that what is it like in trade chat and BFA? Are they all shitting on Classic WoW? I remember when I was playing, I tried Project 60 for like 2 days, and yeah, it seemed like we were in our bubble, like, because we are in our bubbles, kind of, like, real talk, we are kind of in this, like, you know, private server vanilla WoW bubble, and you know, you don't really get to see what it looks like from the other side. I feel like a lot of people are mad at Classic WoW. They're upset because they think Classic WoW is taking away development resources that could fix their game, right? It's kind of true, though. You kind of have to feel them on this a little bit, because if they didn't do Classic WoW at all, maybe they could have put those developers towards fixing BFA. So I think there's some frustration there for sure. WoW is the WoW killer. Yo, that actually is kind of funny. WoW is the WoW killer. The game that kills WoW is the original. That's funny, dude. Is the chat box still there in retail? Isn't it deleted? Damn, dude. That's funny, man. Someone was telling me the other day that for multiple expansions, they've never left the city. And they've just been able to, like, level through, like, PvP or professions or some weird stuff. I have a mate from 10 years ago, and we still PvP once a week till this day. On retail, yeah, I have to say, that's the main draw to retail. If I were to log on there, it's just to connect with some friends who are still playing it and maybe do some arenas or skirmishes or something like that. I think PvP might be alright. There would be no cry for Classic if BFA was better? I don't know, man. I wonder what was the straw that broke the camel's back for Blizzard. What got them to pull the trigger for Classic, man? You think it was Nostalrius? Or do you think it was WoW dying? Or do you think maybe it was us? Maybe like our voice? Like we were just annoying enough that they were like, alright, fine, we'll do it. I don't know. Maybe a combination of all of the above, man. Because, man, I never thought we'd see the day, man. We're a couple months out from real Classic WoW launching, dude. It feels like a friggin' dream, man. People wanted vanilla as early as pre-TBC. You know, there actually were private servers even back then. I remember during TBC playing some really weird private server where, like, it was just messed up, man. Like, you were just, like, running through Black Temple, one-shotting stuff. They've had private servers forever, yeah. So I could see that. Nostalgia Succeed and WoD failure combined. Yeah, that might have been it, man. Because WoD really pissed a lot of people off, man. WoD, I think it started off kind of strong. I was having fun in the early bits of WoD. Like, what was the first raid called? Oh, High Mall. Yeah, High Mall. I was raiding High Mall, and it was pretty fun for a little bit. But then, yeah, like, people started to get really upset with WoD, and I think WoD triggered a lot of people. And, you know, that made people go to Stars. My guild broke up, and I freaking started playing the Stars. They could see their community dying. Every single player with their own stage, entertaining themselves with no more team play. It's a pretty nice way of putting it, man. According to some of the community managers, they were tossing around the idea more than a year before it was even announced to the public. Huh. Interesting. But wait, wasn't a year before that? When was the BlizzCon where they said you think you do, you don't, but you don't, right? Wasn't that a year before that? I don't know. I'm glad they did, though, man. I'm super glad they did. I can't believe it. Alright, let's move on to the next topic now. We talked about popularity. We talked about this stuff. Guild formation. Yeah, let's talk about guild formation. This may be a small point, but I'm actually curious. Like, how are you guys going to form guilds? Are you just going to send people right off the bat to go run reserve the guild name? I feel like some people are just going to have to take an L here. I'm really curious about this. It would suck if someone took your guild name or whatever. Maybe it's not a big deal. I mean, just comment in the chat. It's not a big deal. We'll go to the next one. Sharding. We can talk about sharding. So sharding in the early zones, I don't have a problem with too much. You know, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. But sharding if you get to the Barrens, and probably if you get to, honestly, even sharding in Elwyn Forest, dude. Elwyn Forest is almost like Barrens-like. In a sense, dude. Like, do you equate Durotar to Elwyn Forest? I don't know, man. I kind of honestly would just want sharding in Northshire Abbey and Valley of the Trials, and not even in Durotar, to be honest. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? The garrisons just broke people, yeah. The garrisons, I do think the garrisons are probably a pretty terrible idea. It was fun for like 2 seconds playing Harvest Moon, getting all the like harvesting your own carrots in the back, you know, and your little garden and stuff. But I don't know, man. It didn't even really have that much personality to it because everybody's garrison looked the same, you know. Only the very first starting zones. Blizzard has already confirmed that. What do you say? Has already confirmed that sharding will be in the very start of the game only. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad if it's in the very start of the game, because the main reason why is I think us, like a lot of the private server people, if you're watching right now, you know, we're kind of used to that. But if we're thinking for the good of the game, and a lot of people are kind of haven't played in a long time, and maybe they're coming back to the game wanting to give it a shot, and they have a really bad launch experience, that could really hurt the game. You know, maybe they would never give it a shot, and they would never even have a chance to fall in love with the game, you know? So, I could see why they really care about getting people off to a good start in the game. You know, it is a little bit more handholdy. I'm not gonna lie. You know, the sharding, like, but I don't know. I think it probably is in the best interest of the game. I don't know. Probably required up to 20. Damn, that's a lot, dude. Up to level 20. That's too much for me, man. I think at maximum it would be just Duratar, Elwyn, Mulgore, Tirisfal. Oh man, it sounds kind of gross though when you're thinking about all these zones being sharded. That's like 4 or 5 zones. Oh man, I really just want it in the very, very starting area. Maybe you like leave Northshire Abbey and then it opens up. That might be crazy though. Imagine you leave Northshire Abbey or you leave Duratar or you leave Valley of Trials and all of a sudden 1,000 people spawn all around you. Sub 10 should be different. The absolute mess of a launch is what makes it classic. Oh, that's an interesting thought, Justin. Give people a choice on to be a sharding server or not. Huh. It might be a little bit messy, though. Maybe create too many categories of servers, but maybe they would just do it for a little bit. For the first, like, 2 weeks or something. You would have servers... I don't know. I could see why they wouldn't do that, though. Then you have to put a little parentheses after the server name saying sharded. And then it would potentially give people an unfair advantage. Yeah, I could see why they didn't want to do that. Hey, bro, No Fear Sweden is here. Just came on, so I'll watch it from the start. Have an awesome stream. Hey, Cosmos, good to see you in the stream, my man. Dude, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I don't think sharding will be too big of a deal as long as they do it just for the starting zones. What I'm more concerned about is you think that they would... Oh, man, dude, you never know with Activision, man. Like during the AQ event, there's some other massive server event. Oh, dude, I thought of something. Do you guys want the zombie plague? Yo, who wins the zombie plague again? The ZG zombie plague. I hope we have that, man. I hope we have that. Another thing I hope we have is I hope that we get a solid, maybe a month or two, where the rank 14 PvP system is out, but there's no BGs. I think that would be a lot of fun. That would be the era of world PvP. That would be a server event too, man. It would be like the Dark Ages for your server. You know, where everybody was just super cutthroat. You couldn't go into any contested zone without getting clapped. The pre-Wrath of the Lich King zombie plague, yeah, they did it again, right? During last Wrath of the Lich King, just because it was kind of awesome. I read about that. I think it'd be cool, man, to do the zombie plague. What is sharding? It's kind of hard to explain, but pretty much you're almost like in a little mini instance with a few people. So you're in the zone, and there's probably like 20 other people around you. I think during the demo, though, man, the sharding was too much, man. The sharding during the demo was too crazy. Like, there was nobody in the Barrens. It felt bizarre. Like, I think they tweaked it too much or something. Like, I saw like 2 people in the Barrens. The only people I saw in the Barrens were in our raid group, and we were going around killing elites and stuff, which was fun. But that was... If anyone from Blizzard is listening, that sharding was like too much, man. Like, maybe a little bit more people. Let's see here. You guys think WoW Classic will blow up to at least 5 million players? Bruno, if we have anything to do with it, man, I believe it can. You know, you got to set the bar high, and we'll just see what happens. But I think that this game is something special, man. And look at the background. Like, it really does hold up. It's a beautiful game. It really is a beautiful game. Some of the NPCs have a little, their age shows a little bit. But as far as the environment goes, I think it's like really, really a beautiful, stunning game. I think it holds up very, very well in 2019. And I don't think that the new players are going to be turned up by the graphics. That music, though. And the #1 marketing tool, if anyone from Blizzard is listening, I don't know if you guys agree about this or not. I said this on the last stream, or 2 streams ago. But I think the #1 way to promote Classic WoW, let me know if you guys agree or if you have another way. Actually, if you have another way, please share another way. Because I think people are concerned, right? Is Classic WoW just going to be a nostalgia grab for old players? Is it just going to bring the old heads who miss it, they want to re-experience it again? Or is the game good enough to bring in new people that want to play it because it's actually a fun game? It's both. The nostalgia is there, but if the game wasn't good, the game wouldn't be able to succeed all these years. The game is just a good game. The PvP in Classic WoW I actually think is amazing. I think it has legs to stand on as a really competitive, you know, kind of competitive game, you know, moving into the future. But I think the #1 way to market the game is to play the original cinematic. The original cinematic, and the only change you would have is right at the very end, when the World of Warcraft logo comes on the screen, you just add Classic at the bottom. I think there's a lot of people, if they could put that on TV or something, people are watching football, they're watching baseball, whatever it is, and that hits them out of nowhere. Some people that have never heard of this whole World of Warcraft Classic movement, dude, that's going to inspire a whole bunch of people who played back in the day. That music, the feels is going to hit them. And imagine if you're just a 16-year-old or something, or a 14-year-old that sees that on TV. I still think that commercial, that original cinematic, it doesn't look dated, man. Like, if you look back at some of the Diablo 2 cinematics, Diablo 1, they're still good and stuff, but you can tell that they were made a long time ago. I feel like if you saw that cinematic today in 2019, it wouldn't look like it was made a long time ago. You'd be like, oh, is that some new game? It still really looks good. So that would be my only recommendation. It's too long for a TV commercial? Okay. I mean, that's kind of a good point. Maybe you could do like an annotated version of it or something. But I think you got to hit him with the original dwarf. I think the key points of it, you got to hit him with the dwarf on the mountain. You got to hit him with the orc swinging his hammer around. And, I don't know, probably the undead guy with the infernal around him as he's walking. And the infernal's right behind him with the... And the mage throwing the fireball. That's it. You could probably condense it to like 10 seconds and play that hard-hitting music. And, dude, right there, you're going to get a ton of people coming back. Is there a release date? Not yet, man, but there's a good chance we're going to get one on Thursday, and I'm super hyped. I don't know what you guys think, but my spidey senses are tingling. I think we're going to get it soon, if not this week or the next, because we're in the 11th hour, man. We're in the 11th hour. I want to hear what you guys have to say, though. What else do we need to discuss with Blizzard? What else are you guys dying to know that they haven't addressed yet? I feel like they're listening. I feel like we're getting good updates every week. Someone brought up right-click reporting. We can talk about right-click reporting. In fact, we should talk about right-click reporting right now. So this is my view on right-click reporting.
WoW had the original Battle Royale mode in Gurubashi Arena.
WoW had the original Battle Royale mode in Gurubashi Arena? Hell yeah, dude. That's the cool thing about WoW. Okay, so I'll talk about right-click reporting, but there's another thing I want to see your guys' thoughts on. Classic WoW is set up in a way where it's so sandboxy that you can do what you want with it, that you can do your own little duel tournaments. You can do your own little arenas, pretty much. How do you feel about a player-run arena system in Classic WoW? It wouldn't have to be some streamlined, templated arena stat type thing that Blizzard put out. Like, imagine we just did it. Everybody in the chat right now, we have like 1K people, and then you would just meet up and do like 2v2 in the Gurubashi Arena. That wouldn't be against the spirit of Classic. Actually, that'd be awesome. I would watch that, you know? And because you're in the arena, you can fight people on your own faction, and you kind of just have a player-made 2v2 system or a 3v3 system. I think that would be cool, man, and that's something that never really happened before. Also, another thing I want to do when Classic comes out is we're gonna roll deep the Stranglethorn. We're gonna put a whole row of bodyguards right outside the Gurubashi Arena, and we're gonna fill the stands with people. And then we will do dueling tournaments in there, dude. And hopefully we can stream it and make it like an awesome thing. Like, you could do it like tag team style. So one person you have like teams of 5, right? One person hops in and you fight to the death. And then if that person's still alive, they do it on retail. If that person's still alive, he keeps fighting. The next guy jumps in, and it's almost like a gladiator arena. How cool would that be? Player rep over arena rating. You would need lots of guards for that idea. Absolutely. Yeah, no, you really would. You would need people to play ball for sure. I think it's possible, though, and I think it'd be so fun. Like, can you guys imagine that? Like a real Coliseum, like a Roman Coliseum in Gurubashi Arena. I don't know if we ever took full potential of that arena, man. Imagine the stands filled with people. You have 5v5 or something. One person hops in. First matchup is Mage vs. Rogue. It's crazy. Like, they're using all types of trinkets and consumables. The Rogue goes down. Next guy hops in and claps the Mage. Next guy comes and fights the other guy. Man, that'd be fun. I just think that, like, PvP in Classic has a lot of potential, man. So why do you feel like an announcement is coming Thursday? I don't know, Chaz. It's just, I don't know, man. It's like my spidey senses. We've just been getting such good updates every week. I think for sure there's going to get a blue post this week, but I don't know. I think it's going to be, I think it's a 50% chance that we get either beta or release date this Thursday. I don't know. Damn, that would be so fucking great. That's what I'm talking about. So if I go back up here to my personal plans, I'm not going to really raid like super hardcore, and you know, some people are going to raid like 5-6 days a week. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to dedicate my time mainly to doing like community outreach, you know, just hanging out with you guys, doing shows, PvP shows. I kind of even want to do a leveling show because I do really like leveling. I want to do game shows. I want to do scavenger hunts. I had this cool idea the other day of a scavenger hunt. Oh, and also another thing. Oh, man, there's so many good ideas. That's the good thing about having this sandboxy type environment, because you can do all these different ideas. So this is another idea I have. Imagine we do like a race to clear dead mines or Ragefire Chasm first, right? So you have like two communities, let's say Def Camp and Melderon, they have their community, right? And they assemble their dream team of speed levelers, people who are high speed. They theory craft a really good comp to clear out dead mines. I do the same, and we stream it. It's a whole day event. And you could knock that out in like 8 hours, and it'd be really fun. You know, you'd probably want to try and push the limits and get in there at as low level as possible, maybe even like level 11, 12 or something. I don't know if it's possible at that stage, but you'd be maybe have 3 hunters in there. We could do fun stuff like that. Basically, the sky is the limit with Classic WoW. There's so many different content opportunities, man. Scavenger hunts. Imagine everybody has to take a picture, a screenshot, like getting an item or something like that, or looting an item. And then, you know, you can do leaderboards, whatever you want. I don't know. I could talk about that all day. Kill 30 tigers, kill 30 elder tigers. What is that, dude? Anyone seen Mancrake's wife? I can't wait, dude, to watch people unironically ask where Mancrake's wife is going to be. It's going to be... Oh, dude, it's going to be funny, man. When people start unironically going into Baron's chat and going, where's Mancrake's wife? And it's... You should really do that arena idea. If anyone were to do it, it would be... Oh, yeah, I'd love to do that, man. I mean, we're going to do it. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to be really fun. We're going to stream it and everything. And hopefully we can get some really good PvPers in there, like North and stuff, to commentate it. And we'll try and make it like a Roman arena. Like, everybody will be in the stands, you know, cheering and stuff. And, like, I don't even think I've ever seen Gurubashi Arena filled with in the stands, right? I think that would be really cool. And then if anybody who's not authorized to go in the arena comes in, maybe you would just have, like, a bunch of hunters sitting up there ready to just aim shot him, or mages just to palm pyro him or something like that, to not have anyone interfering with it. All that stuff we're gonna do, guys. It's gonna be so fun. $10 from Godless Gray, dude. Thank you for the dono, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know what sold me on playing WoW back? Career in Twitch chat asks, you know what sold me on playing WoW back in 2005? The picture on the back of the original box. The picture with the dwarf, night elf fighting a big red dragon. Dude, check this out. This box right here, right, man? A world awaits, man. Descend into the world of Warcraft and join thousands of mighty heroes in an online world of myth, magic, and limitless adventure. Jagged, snowy peaks, mountain fortresses, harsh, winding canyons, zeppelins flying over smoldering battlefields, epic sieges, and infinity of experiences await. Dude, that is so true. An infinity of experiences await. They designed it in a way where the sky is the limit, man. It's so sandboxy that you can do what you want with the game. You're not limited to your class as much as other iterations of the game. It's gonna be a freaking era, guys. Can't wait. Raiding pre-raid groups at the Summoning Stone. You could make people pay 1 gold to get a seat. Oh, that'd be funny, man. Like an admission to get into Gurubashi. That's funny, dude. Yeah, we could do that. That'd be kind of fun. You can make a gnome assassination survival guide. You know you have the half pint hit squad out for your head. That's so true, Alex. I was saying earlier on the stream, I'm only going to walk in areas that are flared. I'm going to try and roll deep. I'm going to have like 4 hunters with me. And they're just going to keep flaring on cooldown in front of me so I never get clapped by rogues. I'm probably going to get clapped by rogues, though. I'm prepared for it. Streaming on a PvP server, man. Rip my life, man. Holy. I like how the box teased you with Tibu's blazing longsword. Really? Does it? God, that's so cool, man. That's a cool little flap that opens up. Got the dark portal there. Man, dude. I'll never forget. Oh, yeah, you're right. They do have it. This little dwarf here fighting the Yeti. I don't know if you guys can see that. My camera's kind of a little bit ghetto, but... Yeah. That's pretty epic, man. I remember the first time I ever saw WoW. I was over at my buddy Simus's house. He was playing a troll. I forgot his race. I mean, I forgot his class actually, but he was playing a troll, and he was in the Barrens, and I heard the music, and I was just watching him, dude. I was mesmerized. I was mesmerized, and he didn't even like me that much. He was just like a family friend. He tolerated me. He was older. He was like maybe 4 or 5 years older. But I'm just sitting there watching him play, and I immediately just I was fixated on it, man. And it was just pretty much a wrap for my life from there. Will my PC be able to handle such a huge game? Yeah, that's a good thing about Classic, man. It's not going to be that intensive, really. I mean, we played it with some potatoes back in the day. It'll probably be a little bit more intensive now, but I don't think it'll be that bad. Oh, we got some more Twitch Prime subs. Hell yeah. I like to wear shorts and Terrasic. Both subscribe to Twitch Prime. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for giving me a shot. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I remember they ran out of copies of the game. You had to wait like 2 months for the stores to restock. Yeah, they didn't have digital downloads back then, right? Oh, dude, remember having to download this thing with the freaking discs? It took forever, dude. I remember we were trying to get my buddy Cookie to play, and he didn't have it downloaded, and we were like, oh, man, rip, that's going to take the whole day. Putting in disc 1, disc 2, disc 3. Man, the times have changed, man. I still have my old... Ah, you have the collector's edition, dude? I'm so jelly, dude. How much are those going for right now? Let me see, actually. Vanilla WoW collector's edition, man. Dude, that's crazy. You have the collector's edition? 3,100... 8 grand? Dude, there's one for 8 grand. That's insane. It looks awesome, though. I kind of wish I had this. Wow. Dude, oh, man, that would be sick. I could have got some more. I kind of regret. I should have got some more collector's editions. I could have. I got these little poster things that I'm hanging up, which I think are pretty sweet up there. But if I could put the collector's edition boxes, oh, that would be great. Remember the patches? I missed those pictures on the install window. Yeah, man, you can still find them on WoWWiki. Sometimes I go to WoWWiki and look at the patches to brush up on things. Yo, Cargos, I'm doing Battle for Mount Highjall on retail and got really nostalgic. What's your thoughts on BC? Dude, I love BC. Like, even though I love vanilla, I was like bad in vanilla. Like I rated even up to AQ. Somehow I was an AQ. I still on my freaking retail account have the Karaji like mount or whatever. I got to AQ. We did ZG, BWL, all that, but I was a freaking noob in vanilla. BC is when I started to actually play a little bit better. I was doing Karazhan like really fast. I was one of the first waves of people into Karazhan. I do really love BC for sure. But vanilla is definitely my favorite. But man, I always wanted that bow in VC. I mean, in BC, the bow that gives you unlimited arrows, the legendary. Oh man, never got that. Rip. Yeah, same. I love vanilla, but got my shit together in TBC. Yeah, we were just getting a little bit older. I still remember going hard, man. My buddy Max, dude, going hard, cutting all the classes, man. Cutting all the classes. I remember cutting school to play WoW, man. Fuck it. I have no shame saying that. Me and my buddy Sam, we called out. It was funny, guys. Back in the day, it's freshman year of high school. I had my one friend Jake. I'm not gonna say their last names, obviously, but this guy Jake had a really deep voice, super deep. Like even at 13, you guys ever have friends like that who are just the testosterone levels are just off the Richter scale? Freaking age 13, freaking hairy beast, big boy voice already. I had a friend named Jake, and I was like, all right, man, Jake, dude, I'll pay you $20, man. I just need you to call in and say that you're my. You just gotta say that you're my dad and call me out of school, man. And he did it, and I was playing WoW with my buddy Sam running through STV. I just remember that, man, like a little hoodlum, but it was worth it, man. It's all it's all good at the end of the day. Can't count the number of calls I made as other people's parents. Oh, Chicken. Oh, dude, I know you did that, Chicken. Chicken, you were one of those people. I could tell, man. You got that deep voice. That's funny, man. You got a mini Diablo and Panda Pet with the collector's edition? Damn, that sounds pretty awesome. The mini Diablo. I have seen that in game, actually. The mini Diablo is badass. For sure. Oh, got another Twitch Prime. Who did it? The Star Squid. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the channel, man. Thank you for giving me a chance. I appreciate your support, man. Dual box leveling. So, I mean, yeah, dual box leveling would be sick. Some people are going to do it, and it's going to save them a lot of time. I don't know if it's going to against TOS come Real Blizzard. I don't think it is, though. Do you guys remember back in the day if like, dual boxing was against TOS? Some of the private servers have allowed it, for sure. Some don't. It's kind of hit or miss. But dungeon mob tagging is the premier way to level, but it's kind of a separate beast. What do you think of a WoW Classic Plus with new... Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Smork. In a couple years. Like I said, I think we should ride out with Classic. You know, we've been fighting for it for so long. We'll play Classic for maybe 3 years and maybe evaluate from there. Some people want horizontal content based on the poll we did in the chat. There was a lot of votes. There was like 300 votes. About 59-60% of people want horizontal content, which you're talking about, and then more people wanted TBC. I don't know how that works, but yeah. Dual box is completely okay. If that's the case, then yeah, dual box would be sick, dude. Dual box would be sick. In fact, man, that's insane, actually, man. If you just went like something like double pally, that wouldn't require too many APMs. Like we were talking about yesterday, one pally would go Ret Holy. You both get Consecration, you go AoE grind, right? One gets Sanctity Aura, then one goes Retribution Aura. One gets, one's buffing Blessing of Kings and Blessing of Sanctuary. That's what the tank would be buffing. And the other guy is buffing Blessing of Wisdom, and you just consecrate with Sanctity Aura up and Retribution Aura dealing extra damage too, and you just AoE grind like that. Honestly, you could easily dual box that because there's really not a lot of APMs involved with that. One guy just runs, gathers the mobs, drops down a Consecration, the other guy drops one right after, and you just keep pressing Consecration. That might be a sick way to level. Can't wait to fight Hogger again? Hell yeah, man. Meeting 5 Elemental Shamans in AV. Oh god, dude, the Elemental Shaman pain train. Yeah, I have seen that before. Getting clapped by double. Actually, dude, we were trying double Ellie Shaman, guys. Double Ellie Shaman duo leveling. It's pretty fun, guys. You can get like 3 mobs, right? And then you pop Elemental Mastery, which makes you crit. You gather them up. Well, you have some mobs stand in packs of 3. So you both Elemental Mastery and you blast them with Chain Lightning, and then you put a Fire Nova Totem down, and they run into the Fire Nova Totem, and then double Fire Nova Totem plus double Chain Lightning, and they're dead. Dunzos. It's actually really fun. Double Ellie Shaman. And, you know, it's probably not God tier, but it is, as far as fun level goes, so fun. You can fish for clear casting with rank 1 Earth Shock, you know, just kiting stuff with Earthbind, and it's a lot of fun. Druids are viable? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Druids are viable in 1.12. Dude, Druids are awesome, man. Whoa, woke up from work and found Cargo's live. Australian fan. Hey, Albie. Welcome to the stream, dude. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome, dude. Thank you for the nice comment, man. Rest is only vanilla and TBC is classic. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Lich King is part of the trilogy. That's the thing. You almost need a trilogy, too. I do agree, though. Lich King, I started to fall off a little bit, like, internally. Even with TBC a tiny bit, I don't know if anyone feels the same way, but the second they started to get space involved with like Draenei, it lost me. I did, by no means did I not like the game, but it was the type of thing that I didn't love. When I played Classic WoW and I'm looking at Menethil Harbor in the wetlands and you're just dealing with some dwarves and some crude armor and you're fighting gnolls and whelps, I love that. As soon as they started to get the space involved with the Draenei, there's a little bit of a rift as far as like, you know, I don't know. When I think Warcraft, I'm thinking about orcs and humans and dwarves meeting on the battlefield in the barrens or in a prairie or something like that. When I think Warcraft, I don't think of like spaceships and Draenei and the, you know, those Naru guys. Even though I know that's mainly the lore. I know the Classic WoW lore is not really like a big deal in Warcraft lore, but I don't know. I like the Classic WoW lore. Chris with the 20 bucks, man. Hey, Carter's next case of beer is on me, bro. Yo, thank you, dude. I'm actually running out of beer, Chris, dude. Thank you. I'm actually going to get another 18 rack because of you. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man. This is actually the last Coors Light right now. Thank you, my man. True. Space travel does not...
Hey, Cargo's next case of beer is on me, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Chris. True. Space travel does not feel like an adventure fable story. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. It's still cool. Like, I can still kind of get into it, but it's not the essence of Warcraft, man. The essence of Warcraft is, like, Thrall and his whole story, and the Lich King and his whole story, and, I don't know. I love that. And then Lich King got even a little bit... No, actually, no, I guess for Lich King they didn't have any too much space-type stuff, but, for other reasons, like, honestly, another thing is when they got rid of downranking. When downranking was removed, that was another thing that kind of lost me a little bit. That was a feels bad moment. And then when they put the character boosts in, where you didn't even have to level anymore, if I had to pick one thing out of the history of WoW that like killed my spirits, you know, you guys know me, right? I love leveling. It's probably my favorite part of the game. And then when they take leveling out of the equation and you can just pay to win to level to whatever, oh, buddy, dude, that kind of just like invalidated all that hours and years of grinding and vanilla and having to work for it. Oh, it feels bad, man. Morning from China. Oh, damn, we got some Chinese viewers. Welcome, man. Welcome. The essence of Warcraft is Orcs vs Humans. That's one thing I want to try sometime. I want to play Orcs vs Humans because I've been doing these zone exploration videos, safari videos, and I keep reading about these zones, and they make appearances all the way back in Warcraft vs Humans. That's so cool to me, that Swamp of Sorrows and Wetlands. These aren't just things they came up with during Classic. They already had these zones in their mind, like years before Classic even came out. So it looks really dated, Orcs vs Humans, but I'd want to play just to learn about the story. People were crying for flying mounts. Yeah, it's true, Chris. I mean, but I wouldn't put that blame on Blizzard though, because a lot of things you don't know how they're gonna pan out till you try it, and a lot of things that we want, you know, don't turn out the best. For example, I'll tell you guys a story. I still remember I was in Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if you guys have Buffalo Wild Wings where you guys live. In America, we have it. They have pretty good wings. You get like Jamaican jerk and garlic parmesan. Those are the best wing flavors. Those are best in slot wing flavors. But I was in Buffalo Wild Wings with my buddy Max, and we were talking about WoW graphics. This is back in the day, vanilla. And I was going on and saying that they're kind of cartoony and stuff, and I was actually kind of hating on the WoW graphics. And he was telling me that they're kind of timeless and that all the benefits of it. And I was kind of poking fun of it and not understanding. But now, boy, do I appreciate that, because if they made even the WoW graphics 5% more realistic, I don't think any of us would be here right now in this chat. I feel like they just hit the right balance, man. If they tried to make the NPCs even a little bit more realistic and they took a little bit away from that, the game might not be here right now and where we're at right now. The look that they achieved with this game is really timeless. They did it in a way that it's going to go the distance, man. Wingstop is better. We do have Wingstop here in California. I've been going to Wingstop. It's a little bit expensive though, but yeah, I like Wingstop. We have it here in Cali. I don't know if we have Buffalo Wild Wings as much out here. Jerk spicy garlic. Damn, dude, I gotta get lunch soon, man. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, we were talking about release date predictions, Jello. I think mid-July is as good a guess as any. So, okay, what do you guys think about this? This is an interesting thing to talk about. So when Blizzard says prepare for a classic summer, wouldn't that be disingenuous if they said prepare for a classic summer and they release it on the last day of summer? That would be whack. People would there would be rage, you know, there would be rage. So it can't be that extreme. That's like the one end of the extreme. So they got to give us a little bit of a time in summer to play it. I would reckon to say probably at least a month. So if you got a month of Classic WoW during the summer, that would justify, that'd be like the minimum amount needed to justify prepare for a Classic summer. Do you guys agree with that? Let's start right there. I think a month would be the minimum amount of time needed to justify putting out that PR message to the people and say prepare for a Classic summer. So what does that mean? What's the last day of summer? I don't even know where I'm going with this because I don't know what the last day of summer is, because I'm not a worldly person. But does anybody know what the actual exact day of summer is? We can go 1 month back from that. There's a technical last day of summer, right? Go 1 month before that. That's probably the latest we'll have it. Let's see. Last day is August 31. Is that true? Around August. Summer ends September. I trust Infra, dude. Infra's like a data person. Monday, September 23rd. Is that true? September 21? Dude, why is there so many results? I feel like there would just be one thing if you Googled it. September. Okay, let's just go with September 23rd. People are saying 21, 23rd. It will be in... Okay. Okay, so let's see how many days out we... Let's do a little bit of calculations here, man. Okay, so if it was September 23rd, then the latest we would be able to get it... Okay, a lot of people are saying 21st. Let's go 22. Okay, we'll meet you halfway. Half the people are saying 21. Half the people are saying 23. Let's go 22. Okay. September 22. 1 month before that is August 22. Okay. So that would probably be the latest we would get Classic WoW. Right? So we're making progress here. We're putting the pieces together. I do think that is going to be the latest we will get Classic WoW. August 22nd. So in the same way that they put Warcraft 3 Reforged date as December 31st, 2019, because they said it's going to come out in 2019, that's probably the latest we can expect for it. So if you guys are going to make plans and save up that PTO, save up the vacation days, that's probably what we're looking at as the worst case scenario. Now let's see. So we are in... Damn, how far away are we from that? We're still a little bit. We're still a little far away from that, man. Let me see. So we're 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month. We're like a little bit over 4 months from that. So worst case scenario, we're a little bit over 4 months out. Okay, it's a little bit far. But again, that would be worst case scenario. Best case scenario, when does summer start, guys? Anybody have the technical day of when it starts? Let's see. Look at school times too. That's a good point. Yeah. They probably are gonna factor in school time too. Oh, dude, we got a donation, man. Sorry, the biddies are a little bit hard to see. Who did it? Render, dude. 500 bits, man. I'm something of a classic man myself, dude. Welcome to the channel, Rendor. Stay a while. You are amongst friends. You are amongst your people. We love you here, bro. Thank you for the 500 bits, my man. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me a chance. All right. Anybody know what the what the beginning of summer is? All right. Everybody says June 21st. That seems pretty unanimous, right? Okay, Star Command with the $1. Thank you for the $1, man. Thank you for the buck. That's a Coors Light right there. Thank you for the Coors, man. Okay, June 21st. So how far away were we away from June 21st? Let me see, man. I like to always like do cup half full and see how far away we are. So right now we're April 2nd, right? So we'll go May 2nd would be 1 month. June 2nd would be 2 months. So we're a little bit over 2 months. We're like 2 months and 2 weeks away, kind of. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we're like 4 months away. So 2 months away, guys. We're getting there, man. We're getting closer. It's about to be an era. I do think, guys. Okay, so this is one thing I've been saying to the people in the Classic WoW.live like meetings we have. Even though we don't have Classic WoW right now, guys, I still think we should kind of appreciate this time. You know how it's always the same thing with, you know, how we look back on Classic. You know how you always have the rose-tinted goggles. I think there's a pretty good likelihood that this time, like the foreplay time before Classic WoW comes out, is also going to be an era that we think back upon fondly, you know? When the hype is still really high, the community is strong, we're getting updates, we're going to think back on this time fondly too. So even though it's not out yet, I still feel pretty happy, you know, that with what's going on, you know. So this will be an era too. All of you guys will think back, you know, be like, oh, remember that time when Classic wasn't out yet? Like that was crazy, you know. So it's getting up there, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if there was to be a beta, I would assume it would probably be a 3 month. You'd need like 3 months to do the beta, maybe 2 months. I don't know. So it seems like it maybe wouldn't be June. I think July, honestly, is still probably the best bet. Mid-July. Maybe that forum post on Classic WoW Reddit was right. It seems like logically it's going to be July. June would be a little tight, and August should be late. Remember that time when I still had a life? Oh, dude, prepare. You're going to have a new type of life. It's not like we're not going to have a life, but we'll have a new type of life. You know, some people... Ah, man, I'm kind of a social guy. I like talking to people and stuff. People, it always like perplexes me. People will come up to me, and I'll be playing WoW, or I'll be playing games. I'll be in my room. People come up to you, and they would almost like approach me sometimes, like they're feeling bad for me, like, hey, man, you need to get out. Like, you know, we can go out or something. But I always felt perfectly fine. Like, I never really felt like lonely or whatever playing these games. Like, playing these games, like I always was thinking to myself, like, man, they don't really even know what's going on, dude. These people are lost in the sauce. They don't understand that I'm probably talking to like 20 times the amount of people that they're talking to. And it's the different interaction, you know. It's a different thing. It's nice to see people face to face, but I never felt lonely playing these social games like this. Because I always felt like, if anything, like sensory overload, like I'm talking with too many people. So, you know, I don't think it's like you don't have a life, but I still think that there's a way to find a balance, you know. You can play WoW a lot and still be able to carve out 1 hour, you know, to go to the gym. Still be able to get 6 hours of sleep. You can still do that. Yo, off topic maybe, but I gotta know, what's the earliest level you think people can solo Prince Nasdaq for the Trinket Title Charm? Probably... You'd probably be a hunter, and you'd probably be like level 30... Hunters can do damage pretty well against like high level targets, but again, he's a 41 elite, right? Maybe high 30s? Probably be the earliest you could do it. High 30s as a hunter, if you were some badass hunter. It'd be tough, though. It'd still be tough, because you'd be fighting an elite that's 3 levels higher. You'd probably need the right pet for the job. You might have to do some weird strats, but probably high 30s would be the earliest, and it would be a hunter, being able to solo him. Oh, yo, Dakota Massey. I played on Dark Iron 2 and Vanilla Bro. I raided with Burly Men, then Wintervale Honor Guard. Hell yeah, dude. Dakota, what's up, guys? Guys, what servers did you guys play on back in the day? Let's hear it in the chat. Let's get some server love going. Dakota, hell yeah, man. I played on Tetragrammaton, if you remember that, dude. Tetragrammaton and Dark Iron. Played on a couple other servers too. Anderhall, Skull Crusher. Man, I'm trying to remember. There's a few servers I played on, but Dark Iron, definitely played on Dark Iron, man. Look at this server love right here, Dark Iron. Damn, there's multiple people that played Dark Iron. That'd be so crazy if like I played with one of you back in the day. Shattered Hands. What do you, yo, they should keep the old server names, right? What would be the downside of that? There'd be no downside. They gotta keep the old server names. That would be sick. I really hope they keep the old server names. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't, though, honestly. Hey Cargos, are you able to upload your live streams to YouTube as a video? You stream quite I could, man, but people get a little bit upset because people like associate my channel with guide content and stuff that has some like production value to it. So if I post a stream, people get a little bit upset. But you can find this as a VOD. It's just unlisted. Some people find it somehow. I don't know how they find it, but they somehow find it. Also on Twitch, you can just watch it on Twitch. Dane Schneeman, get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't know you played on Dark Iron. Remember the guild Everlasting Vendetta? Ooh, I don't. That doesn't sound familiar, man. But dude, Dark Iron love though. Real talk. Me and my buddy Max the Ripper, we were tearing it up, man. As little Lost in the Sauce noobs. Cargos, how will you choose a server to play on, considering that on launch all servers will be the same, so you won't know which ones are the good ones or the bad ones? Honestly, bro, I don't even know. I'm in the same boat you are. I think that we'll just probably get a lot of the core people from the guild and the Discord. And then we'll probably just start like going to servers and trying to get our names on them. Just spam like clicking random PvP servers and seeing if we can get our names on them, and you know, whatever ones we can all get our names on. It doesn't really matter, right? Maybe it matters if it's east or west or whatever, but I don't know if there's any real rhyme or reason. You could pick one based on how cool the name sounds. I think that probably the servers like Illidan and Psychondria, if that's going to be a server, they're still probably going to somehow be the elite ones. Because people associate them with being like elite servers, so they're gonna go to them. But it's gonna be fun. What do you guys think about? I mean, it's a little bit weird, you know, because I'm gonna be streaming it, and a lot of you guys, you know, most people probably don't want to play on a streamer server. And I honestly, if I wasn't streaming, I would totally understand why, because it could potentially be really, really annoying. Long queue times. You know, you don't want to play on a streamer server, so I totally get that. But I don't know if it's going to create any kind of faction imbalance or not. That's one thing I was thinking about, especially because a lot of us content creators are going to play on the same one, and we're all going to go Horde. I don't know. That is something that concerns me. Also, do you think we're going to see any faction imbalance naturally in Classic WoW? Knowing what we know? Dude, I don't know. Somehow they designed this game so good that I don't think we will. Somehow, man. People can talk about how good Alliance is, how good Horde is, but there are compelling reasons to play both. I don't know how they did it, man, but they somehow balanced it in a way that I don't know if we're going to see any faction problems. It might go Horde 50-50. That is the crazy thing, man. I feel like a lot of the amazingness in Classic WoW was almost accidental, but the stars aligned with this game, and somehow it's balanced across so many different axes in so many different ways. From leveling, from PvE to PvP. The more we learn about this game, you know, you're discovering weird ways in how it's balanced. You know, solo leveling, duo leveling. You can't break the game, I guess is my point. You really can't break it. This is like a game that's been around for so long, but there's nothing that you can do that totally busts it wide open and makes something totally imbalanced. Like, the game is getting attacked from all angles, from people with advanced theory crafting tools and Discord and all these technological advances, and it still holds its own. It's perfectly, yeah. I think, like, if I had to pick 2 words. Alright, guys, here's a challenge for the chat. Chat challenge right now. Wake up, everybody, sleepy heads. Describe Vanilla WoW in 1 sentence. Go! Let's see what you guys come up with. Vanilla WoW in 1 sentence. How hard is that? It's pretty hard, man. Let me see what you guys come up with. One sentence to describe the game of all games. Oh man, we got more Twitch Prime subs, guys. Awesome, dude. Jared SG1, Render subscribe. Hubba Bubba MX, yo, thank you guys. Thank you so much for thank you very much for the donations, guys. Thank you for subscribing and giving me a shot. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. You are among your people here. The love is real. Thank you guys. Let's see. Everybody, man, let's see what you guys come up with. Let's describe vanilla WoW in one sentence. Maybe not even classic WoW. Describe vanilla WoW. Take it as you wish, man. Let's read some of these. Perfect game. That's a nice, clean way to do it, man. That's a nice way to describe it. Let's see here what you guys come up with. Home. Nerdgasm. Nice. Building long-lasting friendships. The real world if it didn't suck? Dude, I love that, man. Dude, low-key, I'm not gonna lie, Goisha, sometimes I have thought about that before, like, how sick would it be if... how sick would it be if like, real life was, like, kind of like WoW? Leroy Jenkins. How an MMO should be. The ultimate escape from reality. A social adventure. A game of dedication and decision-making. The true RPG. Some good ones here, man. My home away from home. Oh, corpse runs. Oh, that's funny, man. $5 again from Star Squid. Thank you, my man. Did someone say Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? No, but I think we're gonna get some Thunder Fury spam come classic in a couple months here, man. I'm excited. So pretty much, I guess the way I would describe it would be the same way I described it in that first video I made over.
Someone say Thunder Fury Blessed Blade of the Windseeker.
Thank you for the 5, man. The way I would describe Classic WoW is how I described it on that video, 5 Reasons to Play Classic WoW, that I have up on my channel. I made it, I think it was over a year ago now. Perfectly imperfect. That's it. Perfectly imperfect. The game is perfectly imperfect, man. Like, even when you hear some of the devs talk about the game, they're not talking about it in this, like, omega, like, omnipotent position where, like, they know everything about the game and they're explaining every, you know, back-end decision behind the scenes of why things were made. There were potential oversights in the game. But it's weird, though, that some of these oversights, some of this imperfection, the stars aligned in such a way that it actually made the game better. You know, it probably doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it'll probably break the game. But it might be RNG, it could be whatever. I don't know what you want to call it, but it is perfectly imperfect in all the right ways. And it's the best game ever made. I don't know what to say. I'm ready for Baron's chat, dude. Oh god, that's a nice way to describe it. Mergle girl. That's 2 words, Cargo's Yoshi. Yeah, it's not a sentence, right? But it's still good enough for now. As soon as things were overthought, things started falling apart. Yeah, I mean, it really is just the most sandboxy version of WoW, man. They gave you the tools to do whatever you want with it. And like I said, you're not really pigeonholed as much as any other game, any other version of the game with regard to your class. Class balance, I mean, I don't know. It's so hard to speak. That's another thing. It's so hard to speak decisively about this game because the game is so complex and amazing. Like, it's hard to just make a big, bold statement like that. But I would say that classes don't matter as much in some respects, man. Like, in the sense that there's items and consumables that allow you to go above and beyond and perform beyond the limitations of your class. That's my point. You know, if you're in like a streamlined, templated arena environment and you're playing a rogue and you're in the same position as all other rogues and you don't have any of these engineering items or consumables, it's a different beast, man. Murloc porn. Dancing on the org bank. Yup. Absolutely, man. I've been hoarding Chuck Norris jokes for years, waiting for a return to the Barrens. Oh man, this guy's been waiting. He's been biding his time, generating high quality memes, waiting for Classic WoW so we can unleash them. Ready to hit 60 and get into a 5-man pre-made? For what? Oh, we got another donation, man. $10 from Keeper of Lore, man. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you back, dude.
The Chuck Norris of MMOS. You are the GOAT, brother. Keep doing what you do. Your energy, consistency, and passion has awakened something in all of us watching. God bless Classic WoW.
Damn, dude, that's a really nice thing to say, dude. Thank you, Keeper. What a nice thing to say, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the 10. Yeah, the hype and the love is real, guys. I've, definitely played other games. We all have, right? Over the years, man, there's been lots of good games that have come out. The Witcher. I played The Witcher somewhat recently. I really did love that game too. There's something about Classic WoW that brings everyone back, though. You never really quit WoW. It's funny, man. Like, you come back to it at some point. It may take a day, it may take a year, it may take 10 years. It may take, in the case of this, maybe 12, 13 years. But it does something crazy to you, man. I'm going to make so many friends when this game comes out. Absolutely, guys. I hope that we can take it to the next level with community. I hope that we can just create another level of community that no game has ever seen before. I don't even know what shape or form that would take. But imagine if we had even like real life meetups, dude, like doing little, meetup groups and stuff. And I don't know. The sky's the limit. I feel like you guys will figure it out. But we're going to make it a success. Imagine all the rare names that will be available on launch. One thing that's funny about the game is that built into the game, there's certain names that are just banned. You like almost nonsensically, there's random names that you can't name your character. You never quit WoW, true. Me after 13 years, dude. It's so funny, man. I remember people just like, just kind of looking down on me or whatever, playing this game back in the day. And even, back, I don't know if it's the same way it is right now. With the young kids right now, do you think people are still making fun of them? Like, if they're playing games or anything like that? I feel like it's a lot more acceptable. Do you think controversial
attention will return?
I don't know what you mean by that, Alexander. It's for the €2. Thank you for the €2. I think controversy is definitely an attention grabber for sure. Like you see with like certain clickbait titles or something like that. Controversy is definitely a way to get attention. Definitely. I do think on the internet though, in general, it's kind of lose-lose if you try and go create drama or something like that. But yeah, we got to be a little bit nice to the noobs. That's another good point, though. Whoever said that, it's a good point. Let's see. What is the guild name going to be? Lionheart asked. It's going to be Invictus and Invicta. Kind of, just Latin names. Again, not going to win any points for originality, but definitely not too cringy or anything like that. Latin names kind of have a certain badass sort of a badass appeal to them, and the guild motto is going to be Morior Invictus, which is death before defeat, which is very much in line with like, the whole like ethos of the Horde. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be a Horde guild, Invictus, Morior Invictus, and it's gonna be a brother sister guild, Invictus Invicta. How are you gonna secure that guild name? I think someone's gonna have to take an L, man. They're just gonna run to Orgrimmar and do it. Been playing since launch. You never quit. WoW becomes part of you in a way. For sure, man. I don't even want to know how many freaking hours and days and years we've played, man. Yo, no shame, guys. What's the most slash played you guys have on a character? Does anybody know? I wonder if anyone's gotten a year, dude. A year played on one character. I assume people have. That would be insane. 1 year? You did it, Keeper? Damn, dude. 150 days? Yeah, I'm probably somewhere like that on my 150. Asmongold has 1,500 days played? Holy moly, that's insane. Wow. 856 days, damn. We got some OGs in here, man. Salute to you guys. That's crazy, dude. To imagine you spent years of your life in this game. Yeah, time well spent, though, to be honest. Time well spent. What's everyone else doing out in the world that's so good? 200 of my 100, 1,300 plus days on your account. Definitely have a year on my day with Shaman Egregious in the house. Hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping in, man. Alright, guys, we've been streaming for 2 hours. I usually do 2-hour streams. I stream every weekday. Well, I'm starting to. As of this week, I'm going to stream every weekday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really fun, as always, guys. I love hanging out with you guys. I really look forward to it. It's like the highlight of my day, just being able to hang out with you guys. So many nice words you guys were sharing. So much good, positive feedback. I really do appreciate the support. So I'll be back tomorrow. That's the good news, man. If anyone, you know, can't make it today or for whatever, I'm gonna start streaming 11 a.m. Pacific time. We started a little bit later today because I had to do the Lock Madon video. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. I do really appreciate it as always. So thank you so very much. I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.